What's up, you guys? It's Son of a Bitcoin. I'm back. And today, or I'm sorry, last night, I was able to get on to Jcrypto show. For those of you who don't know who Jcrypto is, he's a very popular YouTuber in the Cnft space. And we've been starting to become good friends. He invited me on his show. Actually, I can't remember if I asked him or if he invited me. But we really dived down a lot of cool rabbit holes regarding Pavia, what's to come in the future, what's to keep people engaged, what maybe what are things they're going to be able to do in Pavia, and is it going to be fun for people who don't own land? They're going to give incentives like that. There's a lot of different things that we kind of dive into the CNFT market as a whole and things like that. So yeah, without further ado, I just want to say hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. It helps me get more of my content out there to viewers like yourself and other future CNFT enthusiasts. So yeah, without further ado, here's that interview between me and Jcrypto.
About making a jetpack. We're gonna see me and Frog Dog. Welcome back to another episode of Jcrypto. Today I'm here joined by Jesse, who's another YouTuber in the space, covering Metaverse, covering Cardano, covering a lot of CNFT projects, I guess I should say. And yeah, man, you got a cool channel, TCS Network, and we'll put a description down in this and so people can, like, obviously you guys should check him out because he's posted some stuff that I don't cover, vice versa. It's just kind of how we roll. And I've been talking to Jesse over the last week or two, and we're just interested in kind of the same stuff. So, Jesse, man, thanks for coming onto the channel.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Gotta say, I kind of feel like a celebrity right now on the infamous Jcrypto show, but had to be on, and I'm definitely a Metaverse guy. Super diving down all these crazy rabbit holes. And I just haven't been able to get out. So it's been fun. I've been kind of building a little network in the Twitter spaces and in the CNFC community, and it's been cool. I've been, welcomed and, with open arms and stuff like that. So it's been good.
Absolutely, man. That's great to hear. So me and Jesse want to do this collab, and we're probably gonna do more in the future because we just talk sometimes, and we figure might as well record it and just kind of see what the audience thinks. So one topic that we had here was, like, dude, the CNFT market, right? Like we're seeing that cryptocurrency per se, the Fed's raising interest or is tapering, and then people are speculating they're going to raise interest rates. Maybe that's why crypto's fallen a little bit. But there seems to be a lot of momentum, at least with CNFTs and Cardano, as utilities being further developed and things of that nature. Where do you see the CNFT market kind of going? Like, what's your feeling on it over the next couple of months? What's your kind of intuition?
So this is almost kind of a hard question too, because I look at kind of like Bitcoin like the sun, and a lot of these legacy coins, you could say, or like top 100 altcoins are kind of like pulled in by its gravitational pull in a way because it had over advantage and stuff. But I don't know, man. I like to think that the CNFTs and everything is separate, but I feel like if we did go into a bear market, everything would kind of crash with it. I mean, people are gonna. I'm a big conspiracy guy, and I think what the moves the Feds are making, things could get ugly. I don't know when, but we're in a lot of debt. I don't want to talk about conspiracies and everything, but I think that they're separate in a way, like, because I think right now we're going into a CNFT bull run, while the traditional crypto markets are just not doing good. But I don't believe we're in a real bear market, and I think when we are in the real dipping stage, when people panic, everything's kind of going to go down a bit. But I think we should all appreciate what's going on right now, take advantage, I'll be looking up, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, but there's a lot of really cool drops coming out on Cnft projects. A lot of floors just exploding as far as like chilled Kongs. I seen the space apes. My buddy was like, "Hey man, I bought some 5 ADA the other day. What do you think?" And I was like, honestly, I haven't looked into the project, but
it's crazy though. It's like number 2 on Cnft or Open Cnft. I saw. It's unbelievable.
It blew up. I mean, I like the artwork a lot behind it. I just haven't never really looked into it. So I texted him. I was like, "Man, how many of those did you buy?" He's like, "Oh," he was upset. He's like, "Oh, I only bought like 3 or 4." I was like, "Hey, dude, 3 or 4? That's a good come up. That's a 4."
Dude, that's interesting, man. Yeah, it's fascinating.
A very strange day is coming to America. In short, a massive and surprising new transition could soon determine the.
It's pretty wild. Everything's blown up. I got a Boss Cat Rocket Club cat, and I got him before the rare. And it turns out he's like ranked 157. And I'm talking to my girlfriend about it. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, "What? This thing's freaking, this thing's like super valuable. It's super rare." And I didn't know what I bought. And she's like, "What? Well, how much is that worth?" And she's like, "Maybe we should sell it." I'm like, "No, I'm just I have such a hard time selling things. It's so bad, but I should be better at flipping and stuff. I enjoy the projects. I enjoy the games, the blockchain games. I enjoy just participating in everything like that. So might just keep my golden boss cat. Maybe I'll buy a golden boss cat rocket. Put it in Pavia. I'm right next to the launch pad in Pavia, by the way. Like, I'm the closest estate. So maybe I'll put a golden boss cat rocket or something funny like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting if we could make almost.
Oh no, you froze on me.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You just froze on me for a quick second. You there?
Oh, yeah. I'm still here, but if you can hear me, then it's pretty much all good because I'll just record this interface. Yeah, man, it's interesting that you say putting a rocket on your estate, because what I'm seeing now is, dude, we're gonna have like a huge storage of potentially just like a bunch of different, like you could make like a nuclear missile kind of storage just in case we ever needed to go to war with Decentraland, or anything like that. But
I think that, just the concepts behind all that. I'm a huge D&D fan, and I'm a huge nerd. Like, at heart, I read all types of fantasy novels and medieval stuff, and I think that would be super cool, man. Fighting a war in the metaverse in space.
Wouldn't it be like a fun event too? Like, we were talking about the space a little bit. Like, imagine just like a fun event that's just like Decentraland versus, like you're either a land holder or a token holder to participate. And you got all these different, people rocking their different avatars. Some of them maybe are even 3D metaverse interoperable NFT avatars too of your favorite projects. And some big capture the flag game or something of that would be a sick event.
Yeah, no doubt. I can't wait to see like these projects start to, bring in more interoperability and stuff. I know Pavia is, has a thing with the sandbox going on. I think right now they're working on, but like even inside the Cardano ecosystem, because we don't see that a lot, like interoperability, like inside of the ecosystem. And that is like, for example, I'm in this one project called Ada Realms. I really like it a lot. It's like a low cap metaverse. I think I found it's pretty cool, but they have portals to another metaverse called Cryptodelics Realms. And I threw around the idea, like, hey, can you guys keep partnering? Like, can you partner with Cardano Space and then maybe Pavia in the future? Like, can I take off from my Golden Boss Cat rocket in Pavia, fly through Cardano Space, stop in my Artifact moon plot, and then go from there to Ada Realms, and then from the realm go to Cryptodelic Realm, and then back. I could have assets.
A multiverse.
Yeah, I mean, you could. Oh man, the ideas that go around in my head thinking about this stuff is just crazy. I would love to see a lot of interoperability inside of the blockchain too. Like, I'd love to see Pavia partner with like another metaverse project inside Cardano. You know?
Yeah, it's interesting because I think Pavia is going to be very interoperable actually with other applications potentially. Obviously stuff on Cardano is one thing, but it's really fun watching that video and seeing that in their demo video someone's wearing an Oculus. It's really fun watching that they have the Ready Player Me kind of partnership going on, and looking at all the apps that are using avatars from Ready Player Me, one of which is VR chat, which is a huge, application on the Oculus. And I could see with Ready Player Me, you can also see that they have a wearables section where you can take your NFTs and put them onto your avatar. So I could definitely see a future where something like Pavia is a nice proof of concept for interoperability, yes, with other metaverses on Cardano, but also potentially for you to just rock your NFTs and wherever you go. And how much adoption will that increase, man? Like, I'm just thinking this out loud. When you have NFTs, but you're playing games on the Oculus, and people are like, oh, wow, this guy's ranked, 35 in this game, and he's rocking, what is that? Is it a Lion Legend metaverse skin? Like, what the heck is that? That's going to bring people into Cardano, and that's going to be exciting stuff.
Gonna be super cool. I mean, I just think about this stuff, man. Stuff that goes through my head when it comes to the interoperability aspect of it. That and like talking about 3D objects, and when they brought up the fact that they were kind of taking the community people's PCAs that they're making and testing them out, I guess, in game. That is like, when I seen that Twitter post, it made me so much extra bullish. I mean, if that's even on the project, because like,
okay, let's get you ready to fight.
Wait, what?
Well, multi-platform.
it just gives people so much more freedom to use different tools. Like if I could use a program like Blender or something, maybe a program like that, or tools like is on Blender I could use to build my stuff via. Like that's like ultimate freedom. You can build kind of like whatever, and that you don't see that. That makes it unique. That makes it fun. That's the type of stuff that's going to keep people engaged. I feel like there's going to be a lot of empty metaverses. There's going to be some that are like hits, and they're going to be so crowded, and there's going to be so much going on. But if there's nothing to like keep people engaged, and there's nothing that makes them unique, if everything's the same, people aren't gonna like that. You don't want a bland metaverse where everything's the same. So I'm just pumped that Pavia is starting to integrate that stuff. And the VR, man, I'm in love with the VR. The VR is my favorite. I bought it for Christmas for the kids, and
nice.
Oh man,
Wait, have you played Horizon Worlds? Have you played that? Have you played the laser tag game?
No, I haven't. I've only gone Worlds a few times. I walked around the city.
Bro,
dude,
you gotta play the laser tag game, man. It's multiplayer. You meet people, and then it's blue versus orange. It is so fun, man. Like there's snipers, there's grenade launchers, there's all these different weapons that you can use. It's so interactive, and it's like a sweaty game, is what the people call it. So it's like you're moving around, you're exercising. You gotta check it out, bro. We can play sometime, dude. for
yeah,
sure.
no doubt, no doubt. I mean, dude, I'd like to even make a. We should have a stream like in VR. You know, can we do that?
Yeah, dude, we absolutely can. We will, bro. And actually, you know who else would be game to do it? I think, and I'll drop them here is Intermeta, because Intermeta is like the guy even hinted at meeting up in VR chat one time. So like we could also have guests as well and do like VR streams, which would be sick.
I think that would be the coolest thing. Like just like actually start utilizing it. You know what I mean? Start utilizing it.
Practice. We're practicing.
Yeah, I was practicing like building kind of. It was really hard for me to get like to try to get the hang of it inside of the VR. Like when you first get the Oculus, and they kind of help you learn to build. Have you ever tried that?
No. I haven't tried that yet.
Yeah, you should. You can it's kind of like you can compare it to Blender. Like you can take a shape and then pop it up and then move, expand it and edit it and then maybe.
Yeah, I've done that on Engage before, but I haven't done it. What's the app that you tried it on? Because I'll try it.
It's right on the Oculus. I can't remember.
Okay,
what it was. As soon as I got it, it popped up, but it was really challenging. But it was super cool, like to actually build it inside of the Oculus instead of being like on Blender on your laptop. It's much easier on Blender, but it's pretty cool if you can get the hang of it. You're actually in there. You can see how big it is to your avatar, and I think that's a big deal because people can't tell. They might make a building that's way too big or a door that's way too big at first. So we got to figure out the measurements of everything and stuff like that as well when it comes to our avatars, NFTs, and things that are going to be running loose in these metaverses. So.
Like that brings us to our next point, actually, which is Pavs. So for those that don't know, Pavia released a tweet, and I believe that it's one of the only accounts that Pavia follows besides Charles Hoskinson, which is the Pavs account. And Pavs are going to be little creatures inside the metaverse that will be NFTs, and you can only get them by catching them. And essentially, all you're going to need to do is, I'm not sure if this is true. Like, I'm not sure. I think you're only going to need to pay a transaction fee potentially. So it'll be interesting. What are your thoughts on Pavs?
I put them in one of my videos. I popped out. I think it was 2 days ago when I first seen the account come up, and I said, I gotta put a notification bell on this thing. Whatever this is, I'm on top of it. I mean, that's just it's any Pavia really. But
imagine picking the rarest Pav if there's rarities.
That's what I mean. It's a cool concept, but then it brings to like our Pavs just gonna be like running loose through people's estates and stuff, and like how are they create it and stuff like that. But it seems like really cool. It seems like it's gonna be super profitable.
It'll be in like mountains in the forest, like the non-plot sectors.
Yeah, I mean it's profitable for Pavs because if they have a lot of funds, you know what I mean, initially, they can really do a lot of cool stuff. It's gonna keep people engaged, like bringing it back to people engaged, making it fun, and you can potentially, I'm sure, earn money in Cardano, Pavia even. It'll I bet you it has something to do with how they're going to utilize their token as well. I bet you they'll incorporate Pavs with that. Maybe you can, catch them and barter them inside the metaverse for Pavia token. I mean, I don't know. I can't wait to see how they're going to utilize their token and what they're going to do with this Pavs thing. It's real interesting. It popped up, super vague. They're doing it on purpose, obviously, but I can't wait to know more, really.
Yeah, I like their approach to I think they're underhyping themselves, but it's kind of like they're dripping out little by little kind of what they're working on, and I do like that. Yeah, man, it's definitely interesting. So what kind of for people that don't own land, what kind of opportunities do you think that there's going to be in Pavia, by the way? Just an interesting question I've been thinking about too.
Well, I would go ahead and say it's gonna kind of, you can think of it like physical world and metaverse world. There's gonna be jobs. There's gonna be things that like attractions, maybe shows, maybe people who do own land and property might have stores that they only sell certain stuff, certain types of NFTs that maybe exclusively or something. Maybe, there's so many different things. I had an idea I was talking about with my dad, who's really into crypto, and Pavia as well. Talking about how a carpenter, has to build a house. I don't know how easy it's going to be to actually build PCAs, but like that, they could even you could hire somebody to create or build structures and stuff like that for you. That's a job for a 3D architect. They don't have to own land in the metaverse there to have a job metaverse and interact with other people. And maybe even, I don't know, it depends on what they give access to, really, to people who aren't landowners, but I would imagine they would let, people who aren't landowners, still move around and have fun and be engaged, because it just attracts more, more attention and stuff like that, and it helps them expand.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool. I do see a human element necessary besides the designing aspects, which is a great point, because that is a lot of jobs. Just like people are to make some of these things, or some of the ideas that may need to be incorporated with making them. I think that some jobs from the human element is like, you might want people actually running like the stores, and I think you kind of hinted on that too. And also, you might want people like running other things besides stores that maybe we're just having a tough time thinking about because it's so new. But I know on Facebook you already see community managers or advisors. So I'm wondering if maybe that will be something that we see in Pavia too. Maybe people that are just kind of resources that maybe get funded by our employees of Pavia, even to just answer questions, know the events around the world, things of that nature.
Stand out and connect with customers on Google by claiming your free business profile. You can easily edit your hours.
Sorry about the ads,
accept
you guys.
bookings,
If
and much
you guys
more.
are hanging out this long,
Claim your
thanks for
free
all the
business
support.
profile
And
today.
yeah, time to
You
get back
created a
to this
business.
show.
Now, create videos for your business.
Just thinking out loud here, man.
I mean, I'm thinking there's just so many different ideas of things that you can do when it comes to drawing in other people from the outside. I mean, if they allow like the interoperability piece we were talking about earlier, if they become more interoperable with other projects, like maybe it would be cool to use like a 3D NFT inside their metaverse. Like maybe they come out with like a Cardano Cars, for example, NFT, and maybe I can use it in Pavia and participate in races hosted by some NASCAR dude who owns plots of land, and I don't have to own land, but I can participate in the races as long as I own one of those NFTs and maybe win some money, or I could come up with ideas.
We're in the stadium, bro. Like maybe there's going to be a potential track in the stadium too.
I mean, yeah, as far as just like think about what they allow in the Oculus now, because you can kind of look at the Oculus and see how they are utilizing it. There's like a bunch of cool games that allow you to do sports, boxing, and all types of cool stuff. Like imagine going to Pavia and being like the number one gladiator, like the movie Gladiator or something, but you're in the Pavia Stadium and you fight every Friday night on VR, like against somebody, and there's like rep and like everybody's got reputation, and like, dude, this stuff is gonna get so advanced. I mean, with as far as ideas, like the rabbit holes go so deep.
My mind. It blows my face off, bro. Whenever I'm freaking just like riffing about this stuff.
I could go on and on, man, especially about the utilities that are going to be you know, of what we're going to be able to do, the tools we're going to be able to use. Like the metaverse stuff isn't a set utility. I was talking to a 3D architectural person, somebody who's into 3D and designing 3D objects and stuff, and they're saying like how it would kind of stink if you could only do certain things with certain tools. And it's like, hey man, like this stuff is evolving. Like they add functionalities on top of things. Like maybe they're going to come out with, like for Ada Realms, I know I keep referencing them and a lot, but like they have a bunch of the same houses. It's like, that stinks. Why can't I put skins? It's like, oh, now they have skins. They're allowing certain people to put skins on, which is cool. So functionalities can be added. Nothing is like set in stone. Things can be, voted on by the community. Things can change. I think there should be like a government, honestly, not a government. I don't like that word, but like a table, of something like that, or like a council, Pavia council, where people can vote for people to run, and there can be elections, and it can get really interesting, man.
Yeah, dude, that stuff's above my pay grade, man. But I think what's interesting is Burritos was talking, and we can finish up pretty soon on this. I don't want to keep you too long. I know that I think you're at your basketball practice for your son, but
yeah.
So it's interesting. Ritos was talking about how if you have an idea, you can go into the Discord. Ritos is a mod there, and he's been helping kind of give me some information on the side, and just like he's been supporting a lot of, I think, all of our content, just guys that are doing any kind of content on Pavia, and because I think he's genuinely interested in it too. So like that's why he became a mod, and essentially he was talking, you can go into the Discord if you have an idea. So he promoted this one idea, he proposed this one idea, and it was basically that people they should build a functionality into Pavia that allows landowners to rent out their land. And it's the most voted idea because like a lot of other people, I guess, were thinking the same thing and just wanted to vote on it. And that whole section in the Discord is probably going to be looked at by the team, and they're probably going to say, this is what the community wants. We're going to take the most voted ideas and try to get them implemented because these are the most important. I talk about making a jetpack. We're going to see me and Frog Dog might be able to do one, but that might not go on the top of the list because renting out land is just so crucial. So like, I mean, a jetpack might not make it on the top of the list, but that's kind of how they're going to prioritize, I think, what's truly important for landowners and what's maybe somewhat interesting. But they're looking at what the community is saying, and they're going to try to literally put that into existence. Is my intuition on it. What's your feeling? Do you think that's kind of accurate, Jesse?
Yeah, I mean, we can only hope that the team listens to the community as well, and they've been doing a great job so far. And Ridios, I know he's a mod in that server, and he's been super good about supporting all of us and our creating content and everything. And he's super active in the Pavia community, and that's a great idea that he suggested. I think that they should definitely implement like a system, where they can vote. People can vote on things, and if it gets hyped up, and if it gets blown up and people love it and it attracts attention on the team, it can be implemented. That's like crucial, man. That's super crucial. People want to know that they're heard, especially with great ideas, especially if they are great ideas, and everybody can agree on it. I think it should be implemented if possible, if the technicalities are all lined up, so I'm excited with everything they're doing, man. Like from the VR that's coming soon to the interoperability to them allowing people to, kind of free for all their PCAs, and the way the voting is going on, the PABs that just got brought in. The list just goes on and on and on and on. Pavia token, like yet to be revealed with this project. and I am so bullish. I own like 20 plus plots or something crazy like that. But hopefully I can acquire more in the next sale. I tried so hard, man, to mint on that second sale, and I just couldn't do it. Somebody told me to use CC Vault. They said that CC Vault wallet or something. I need to be more educated in the more well versed in how what wallets are better for certain things. But I guess CC Vault kind of goes through a little bit faster, the TX, because I sent my stuff from Yori and it didn't go through for like 45 minutes, and a lot of people are frustrated too because they want to get in.
I didn't even get, full disclosure, I didn't get into either mint. Just to put it out there, I just bought off secondary for a super high premium, and I'm okay with that because it's kind of just like, it's just like I'm looking at this stuff for like a 10-year window. I got the airdrop for tokens, so that was sick. Like that was the first probable gains that I even saw off of this project. But yeah, man, I just think that like it's I'm not super bummed out because I'm still bullish on it, and I didn't even get into the mint, and I'm not really sad about it because I didn't even try, man. I just was like, I'm gonna buy off secondary. I'm not even gonna try to get into these mints. It's gonna get crazy.
Bro, you best believe I'm gonna be sitting there with my laptop sweating when this next lands.
You're gonna be a richer man than me, man.
Oh man, I hope I get some more plots there in the next mint. But last time I didn't either, man. I bought off the secondary. It was right after the land sale, and I was like hoping the price would dip because paper hands and stuff, and it did. The floor fell a little bit that night or two. And I was like 3 a.m. I don't know why I woke up, but I did. I texted the chat and I was like, when's a good time to buy? Like, when do you guys think the floor is going to be like, it's the bottom and it's going to start to go up again or whatever? Someone was like, there's an estate right now that's like really, really cheap. It was like 1,000 or 2,000. It was something really good. And I snagged it real quick. And it happened. It was before the heat map came out. And it was the one that's right next to the launch pad. So I'm like, wow, so happy. And
damn, man. Yeah, I gotta try to get in the state, dude. That's my next goal. Maybe I will be sitting on my laptop for the next mint and try to snipe.
I gotta try.
That's interesting, man. Well, hey Jesse, dude, thank you so much for coming onto the channel, man. We'll definitely have to do this again and maybe do it even in VR.
Oh man, that would be awesome. Thanks for having me. It's been super cool coming on and just chatting about all this stuff, diving down these rabbit holes, and yeah, I look forward to having more conversations, man.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do this more and kind of like an around the blockchain style, like how BitBoy does with a few YouTubers.
That would be awesome, man.
I like that model, man. But yeah, we'll definitely do some stuff. We'll talk. But thanks so much to the audience, guys, for listening to me and Jesse just chat. This is kind of just what we sometimes chat about. And yeah, man, go check out Jesse's channel. If you guys want to leave us any feedback or topics to maybe talk about too that you'd like us to discuss together, instead of just doing videos by ourselves and things and break down, leave them in the comments, and that's it, man. So that's Jcrypto, that's Jesse. I'll pause the recording and then me and you can chat for a couple minutes, but that's Jcrypto, that's Jesse. We're out. Peace.
Great leaders aren't born, they're made.
Yep, so that's it, you guys. I know you can't see me, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you guys have been here ever since the beginning of the video, thank you guys so much. You guys are what keeps my channel going. And I really appreciate all the love. And if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, I'll always respond in any of the comments. So thanks again, you guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Go check out Jcrypto's show. I should be on a little bit more often. Or, I mean, hopefully again soon, at least maybe in VR next time. So, yeah. All right, you guys. Have a good one. Son of a Bitcoin. I'm out. Thanks for tuning in.